Hi everyone, I'm Mark from Travelshorts and good morning, a very early morning from Manchester Airport. It's 3:30 a.m. I've just parked my car up here at the T1, T3 mid-stay car park. I'm heading over to Terminal 1 where I'm going to be departing at 5:45 this morning on a Ryanair flight to Salzburg in Austria. It's the first time I've ever parked at the mid-stay car park here at Manchester Airport. I can see Terminal 1 in the distance, so it's only about a 3-minute walk maybe. Usually park at Jet Parks 3, which is a bus journey away. But for some reason, the mid-stay car park was actually coming up at the same price. So I thought I might as well park there and walk rather than getting a bus. I only booked this flight about a week ago, maybe just slightly over a week. I'm going to Salzburg for the weekend. I asked my kids, Matthew and Holly, do you want to go to Salzburg for the weekend? Holly said no. Matthew said yes. And then I told him what time we will be departing Manchester. He said no, he didn't want to go. So this is just going to be a short little solo journey for myself going to Salzburg. And when I said I could see the terminal building, that's Terminal 3, not Terminal 1. So I've got a bit further to walk. Since Terminal 2 became fully operational a few weeks ago, I think Ryanair is the only airline that's now going to be flying out of Terminal 1. I've already checked in online, so I don't need to do anything at the desks there. I just need to head through security and get airside. I guess I'll see you guys when I'm the other side of security. I've just passed security, and when you know it, they decided to take my bag out and check everything in there. I think it was because I had an iPad in there, even though it's the security now where you just leave everything in your bag, even your liquids. We didn't go through the regular security door either. We went over there originally, and then I got redirected to another area where we went downstairs through security, and now we're going back upstairs again. Just checking the gates. It looks like my flight is going to be the third one out this morning. FR 1737. I gotta grab myself a bottle of water. It looks like we've walked all the way to Terminal 3, so what Ryanair must be doing, they must be using Terminal 1 to check people in and go through security. And then the flights are actually departing from Terminal 3. Guess I'm just going to have to sit down or find somewhere to sit down for the next hour or so. Usually places quite quiet over in this direction. Wonder if one of those are going to be mine. I've just found myself somewhere pretty quiet. Sit down probably for the next hour or so until they announce the gate. It's 5 o'clock and our gate's just been announced. Gate number 54, so I'm heading over there now. So I've made it on board. I'm seat 19F today. It's a window seat. Quick look at the seats here. I won't do a full seat tour because you know what a Ryanair flight's like. Currently, nobody next to me, but I was one of the first ones to board, so no doubt there'll be some people there during the flight. Guess I'll see you during takeoff and when we're in the air. Maybe as nobody has come to sit next to me, we'll do a really quick seat tour. So this is my seat. We're flying today on a Boeing 737-800. So you can see standard leg room on a Ryanair flight, not much. And that's what the seats look like.
Only passengers with priority are allowed to place bags in the overhead locker.
And I have got a window seat right over the wing.
collecting the set of ships on another Ryanair flight. Thank you and have a good morning.
I have made it to Salzburg. Flight time in total was about 1 hour and 55 minutes. Really smooth flight. Although I'm really tired, I still wasn't able to get to sleep. Can never sleep on those really short flights. Got into the airport, got a bus to the terminal building. Then we had to do the EES immigration thing where you do your fingerprints, do your passport, and then go to a desk for them to stamp. That took about 35 to 40 minutes, took quite a while. I'm now outside the terminal building. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to catch a bus into the city. I'm going to probably catch bus number 10 if it's there. And I'll tell you a bit more about how I'm actually going to use the bus when I'm on there. I'm going to be getting on bus number 2. I'll be departing in about 4 minutes. I have made it to Salzburg Bahnhof, or in a word, Salzburg Central train station. That journey took about 23 minutes, and I think it was around 14 stops. I did say I was going to tell you how I actually use the bus here today. Basically, if you come to Salzburg and you stay in a hotel, you have free transportation on any public transportation route. It's called a guest mobility pass. Normally you get it when you check into the hotel, but because I wanted to use it from the airport to the hotel, I emailed my hotel yesterday asking if they'd be able to email me the QR code which I need to get on and off the buses. No problem at all. So my hotel is in Mercure, Salzburg. We'll be going there very shortly, but they emailed me that yesterday, which meant I didn't have to pay for that bus journey. A lot of people who were getting on were using the automated ticket machines just outside, so they were paying to get into the city. And I imagine a lot of those people actually are going to have accommodation tonight, but they probably didn't realize that if you just email your hotel a couple of days before, ask to be emailed the guest mobility pass, then they'll send it you and you wouldn't have had to pay for that trip there. So the reason I have come to the Hauptbahnhof, or the central train station, rather than going straight into the hotel or straight to exploring Salzburg, I pre-booked a Salzburg city pass that needs to be picked up from the tourist information office, either here or Mozartplatz in the center of the city. I'm going to pick that up now, and I'll tell you more about it on my way to the hotel. I have just picked up my Salzburg City card from the Tourist Information Centre. What this entitles me to is I can visit around 30 museums and attractions around the Salzburg area. Also use public transport, which in my case, I don't really need to do that because I've got the guest mobility pass. When I first started investigating coming to Salzburg, I thought, normally I don't get these kind of passes because they don't really make financial sense. But when I started looking, this actually pays for itself after about 2 museum visits, and I'm going to be going to more than 2 museums in the next couple of days. So that's why I decided to get it. Cost was 30-something pounds. I pre-booked it via trip.com, where I kind of get all my stuff. If you watch this channel for at least a few videos, you know I use trip.com for quite a lot of things. So I will leave a link in the description down below where you can pre-purchase this. And also you can scan the QR code on the screen here to go directly to trip.com's page to actually get the Salzburg visitor's card. Right. My plan now is I'm going to head over to my hotel, which is only about a 7-minute walk away. I obviously won't be able to check in yet because it's still remarkably early, but I just want to leave my bag there to free up a bit of weight on my back while I'm going to be exploring Salzburg today. So let's start heading towards my hotel. I've got it in Google Maps already. It's in that direction over there. According to the weather app on my phone, today it's currently -2. So it's a bit chilly. I've got my woolly hat in my bag. Might put it in my pocket before I start exploring Salzburg, just so I've got it in case I need it a bit later. And we're here already. That was really easy to get to, just about 3 streets. And now I'm here. Yeah, that was no problem. I was able to leave my bag with the concierge. I will be back here later for check-in at about 3 o'clock, but now I'm going to head into Salzburg, explore the city, go on some walking tours and visit some museums. But all that will be in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this really quick video about me traveling here to Salzburg in Austria today. If you are new here and you don't know who I am, my name is Mark and I make travel and theme park videos from around the world, usually with my son Matthew and daughter Holly, but they didn't want to come this weekend, so I'm doing a solo trip for the weekend. If you have made it to the end of this video as well, thanks so much for watching. It is really appreciated. And if you've enjoyed what you see, please think about liking, subscribing and hitting that notification bell button. See you in the next one. Bye.